Well, at least we're on the night running an actual decent truck. Had to pull out old HellBent. You know, I'm gonna do some experimenting with the ATS shifters.
Heck yeah.
Since some of the ones actually that do look like the Eaton shifters actually share the same dimensions, I'm wondering if it's possible if I can slide the sleeves off of one and put like the actual sleeves off of a real one onto it.
Maybe.
Because I want to do my own custom one without buying the real thing and doing it.
I still can't get over this automatic YouTube playlist. It starts with Disney songs, goes into this Jewish choir.
Yep.
And then to Mamma Mia.
What are you listening to?
I don't know anymore, dude. This is... Here's the YouTube one. You got the Lizzie McGuire film, freaking Cheetah Girls, the Miami Boys Choir, which, hey, them young fellas, they can sing.
Yeah.
Do I understand a lick of Hebrew? No. But I can appreciate the music. Beauty and the Beast. Why this Mamma Mia song? Everybody screamed when I kissed the teacher. Now, why are you kissing the teacher? That's against regulations.
I hope the teacher gave you an F. For unwanted advances.
Even if you both were in college, that's nasty.
Funny enough, there was episodes like that back in the day.
Here's my thing. If they on the dean's list, is it the Steens list? Why did I remember myself doing that? You thought I was either going to turn out zesty or a theater child.
Yeah.
But I would do the choreo to High School Musical unironically at 6 years old.
Yeah.
This little white boy got down.
Look, I remember... Look, we had to watch that shit back in choir. I don't know for what reason why.
I was about to say, why'd you have to watch that crap?
To be honest, I could understand like classical musicals, but high School Musical, fuck no.
Like I can understand West Side Story, maybe Crybaby, but
Please.
High School Musical? Yeah, that one. What else is there? Singing in the Rain. That is a classic. Sound of Music. But High School Musical?
The King and I.
Yeah, that's one too. Ain't the Producers a musical?
I don't know.
We'll find out after I bleach my ears with some Ronnie Millsap.
I know, like, The King and I, Oklahoma, we did watch that because those were musicals.
Oh, Fiddler on the Roof. That was another one.
We never watched that.
Dang.
Another one we did watch was Rigoletto. I better swing this big boy wide.
Ronnie Millsap, why are you dressed like Don Johnson on this album cover?
It was a style.
I thought this man was a country singer.
He was. But a lot of country singers during that time were experimenting with different fashion statements.
And musical styles, apparently.
There was one particular group I know at the time, they brought in the Def Leppard sound.
Oh.
And there was Jason and the Scorchers, which they mixed punk rock and country, which was really good. But you know what was so funny about it? They did that, and a bunch of people in Nashville were screaming they hated country, and they're like, no, we love country, we're just putting a new spin on it. All they did was they took old country songs and sped them up. You'd be surprised how many country songs sound good as a punk rock song.
This is my honest thoughts of Prisoner of the Highway. What in the Miami Vice Jan Hammer meets Johnny Cash am I listening to?
The experimental sound of the 80s.
And why is it good?
Because it is.
It was like, oh no, play Red Solo Cup. I'm over here going, you play that, I will take this Red Athletic Cup and shove it down your gullet. Yeah.
I remember when that damn song came out, that Red Solo Cup. I'm like, this has got to be the dumbest shit I've ever heard. That was a brain rot song.
What was worse, that or roll my window down and cruise?
Look, if you want to talk about country from that time period, it was all garbage. And then even then, like even some of the ones that people say, oh, these guys are real country. No, that was just a bunch of hipsters playing country.
Those we are young.
Wrong ones.
I kiss my
wrong
sister.
Songs. Wrong. That's wrong. You're thinking of Stomp Clap Hey.
No, but think the Stomp Clap Hey gentrified country. That's why it sounds cringe like that.
No, it wasn't. I was around in the music scene at that time. There was a big difference between the two.
It is close.
Like most of the shit, it was basic. All right, look, Stomp Clap Hey is very distinct.
This is true.
But the stuff like that whole the whole basically hipsters playing country. Mm-hmm. They try to make it sound like the Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack. And it was terrible.
I'm like, go back to being Keith Whitley. We don't need a Jason Aldean every 5 minutes. We don't need that.
It wasn't Jason Aldean sound of music either, because that was a part of that bro country bullshit at the time.
I don't like that neither. It's icky. Well, whatever you call the crap that they played on the GAC channel in the 2010s, that I can't stand.
That was bro country.
I hate that crap. I hate it.
That's what most of that crap was. It was bro country. It was very distinct. But no, that whole, hipsters playing country, no, that was also a very distinct sound in and of itself.
Ah.
Because basically, they had the country sound, but they were singing about shit they'd never been through.
Ew.
It's like, they singing about heartbreak and shit, and it's like, heartbreak, extreme alcoholism and all that. No, basically, it was basically politically correct country.
Ew.
They were too afraid to take it a little bit more edgy, so they were just trying to make it friendly, for a lack of a better term. So one of the big things that I noticed about it was they had this sound, which I'm like, okay, it's a good sound. But then whenever they sang, it's like, no, you really did not do that shit. And pretty much all of them had one thing in common. Either one, they were, like I said, they were hipsters playing country, but most of them came out of some no-named small town from some holler somewhere. That was the big ones. All these ones coming out of God only knows where. And it's like, yes, we're here to push our political propaganda in these songs. Yeah, your grandfather would call you all kinds of slurs. This song is dedicated to my grandfather who ran moonshine and fought the law. Yeah, and if he was standing here right now, he'd call you every derogatory slur under the sun.
This song is dedicated to my great-grandpappy Slim. He had 45 wives, 2 slaves, and 1 child soldier named Pepe.
And the song's just about pushing some fucked up political agenda, and it's like, no, get that shit the fuck out of here.
This song is called We Hate Conservatives. Please jump off a cliff.
Quite literally.
Ding 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 ding. I'm a liberal. I'm going to transition all the children.
That is very accurate to what some of those artists were doing.
And now for the follow-up act, Florida Georgia Line.
You know, funny enough, they were 2 sides of the same coin.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? The other one fell off. The whole hipster playing country music fell off, but the bro country shit stayed, but now it's more dumbassery than ever. And it's like, get up, hunt, fish, golf, that's life. And it's like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
I just want to go fast. Life goes by in a flash. Can't slow me down.
See, he gets it.
Cause that's some crap Willie Robertson done put on his dang Duck Dynasty revival.
And it's like, which one of y'all made that fucking song? I'll give you a song, and I'll make it sound good.
Oh, here'd be funny. Imagine a Willie that makes like a trucking show, and the theme song is "Prisoner of the Highway" by Ronnie Millsap. It's like, now you're talking, buddy.
Whoever's driving this escort car in front of me is a real asshole. You know, the one thing that devs could actually get right is the fucking escort car. It's like, make them drive normally instead of all herky-jerky all over the damn road.
I'm just a prisoner of the highway. I'm sorry, what? How is he still alive?
Who is?
Theo, you're gonna get a pudding pop. I'm 100 years old. Zip zappy zoodle. The glove did not fit, therefore I quit. I walked out.
Well, Bill Cosby also takes care of himself. Look, I remember when Stomp Clap Hey was starting to become big, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, mind you, we had a hipster band open up for us. Mm-hmm. Wasn't our idea, it was somebody else's. It was the venue's idea. So pretty much they went out there and they started playing that music, and we're watching that shit from behind the curtain, and we're like, people like this? That was our honest to God reaction to it, was, you mean to tell us people like this garbage? Then what was fun is when we actually go out there, and the first thing is, before I could do something, the drummer says, I just got one thing to say about the band before us. Those guys are insert derogatory slur here. He called them a bundle of sticks. But still, what is funny is that now that I hear this stuff, because, you know, now that people are doing video essays on Stomp Clap Hey music, and I was remember listening to one of them, and they were playing like some samples to it, and they played, you know, Kyle Gordon's parody of it.
Oh, God.
And then the beat hit me, and I'm like, this is Vacation Bible School music.
We are young, how are you?
Like, down to the whole, like, down to the rhythm, the cadence pattern, and everything else, like how it was being sung, the rhythm and all, it is Christian Vacation Bible School music.
I just burped. Hey!
That was the one thing I figured out about some of that Stomp Clap Hey music was the whole, they were doing all that, just the whole pattern alone, and I'm like, wait a minute, this sounds like Vacation Bible School music. And then I put the actual Christian lyrics over, and it's like, oh my God, it is. People are missing out on these discussions. Excuse me, escort car, please speed up. So that's what I thought about the whole thing. It's like, yeah, that's just Stomp Clap Hey music. Stomp Clap Hey music is basically, it's like most of the crap that millennials grew up doing. It's like, why is Vacation Bible School? Why are y'all making Vacation Bible School music songs?
Who knows?
Without the Christianity. That's all it is.
That it is.
And that's not me knocking Vacation Bible School, because I did enjoy it the few times that I went.
Yeah, shout out to the, not the suit, I guess you could say performer who'd do the mascot work.
We never had somebody in a mascot suit.
We did. The dog's name was Cooper.
That is the most hillbilly thing I've ever heard of.
You think that was bad? I got introduced to another one theme called Studio Go, where we had, well, this is when I went to my cousins in Arkansas, because they lived there at the time.
Yeah.
And the guy they had dressed up as the Studio Go game show host looked like Flabber if he was white, or like, well, human white, not ghost white.
Yeah.
I'm like, what in the Flabber Doctor Who is this dude? I said, this is supposed to be, we're supposed to be learning about God. This is not a game show. This ain't Press Your Luck.
It is now.
Dang, oh, double whammy. That's 2 sins. Go sit in the sin corner. The sin corner.
Y'all had that?
No, I'm just making that up. And then I went to a different church years later in my local, like within the state limits. This was a non-denominational one where they did the Studio Go, and I said, hey, I've done this theme before. Can I skip this? You know, like at school. No, I can't skip it. And then the last one I ever went to at the ripe age of 17 or 18, somewhere around there, was Deep Sea Discovery.
Deep Sea Discovery.
Ninja, I was like 16, 17. I should have been volunteering, not participating in this nonsense. It's like, I feel too old for it. They had me up there doing choreographed dances like I was 12.
Funny enough, I did try to volunteer for a Bible school once.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever would give me a straight answer, and then I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go make money riding horses this summer. That's honestly what I said.
Dang.
Like, nobody would give me a straight answer. Like, even they wouldn't even give my mom a straight answer either.
I can't get over that anime line. Yeah, you're just a skanky hoe. I was like, dang, she went there.
That she did.
Ain't no way that's a real news article.
What is?
It's by Day. A screening of Spider-Man Brand New Day was evacuated after an audience member unleashed a Hulk-sized fart. The smell was so unbearable that moviegoers had to leave the theater in disgust.
You know, I'd be taking the refund out of his ass. It's like, if I have to leave the theater because you can't control your bowel movements, and you done turned it into an international war zone, and they won't give me a refund, you best believe I'm gonna beat the refund out your ass. Nasty bastard.
Here's hoping the theater said, yeah, here, we got a spare theater room, we'll just host it in there.
That's better. It's like, yeah, restart the fucking film.
Even better, everyone gets free popcorn, yay! Except that guy. He has to go home and change his drawers because he most likely shit himself. Someone said, what did a friend just order? It's a bunch of olives on a plate of fries. And someone in the comments said, British people probably call this nuts and bolts or some shit.
Well, they probably would.
They probably would. We both said it.
You know, it's funny, now that I'm driving in Shreveport, Louisiana, I know where most of this stuff is.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we used to go to Shreveport for one of my brother's doctor's appointments.
Why are people making this comparison?
What comparison?
Apparently certain frames of Savage Hulk in Brand New Day makes him look like a certain Palm Beach Pete, so to speak.
Yeah.
I don't see the resemblance. I mean, kinda, but Hulk's got too big of a forehead. Too prominent.
Absolutely.
Why is a Gundam taking a shit?
That's the most random thing I've heard all day, is a Gundam taking a shit.
On my fucking Twitter feed. You know what? You get to see this too, because why the hell not?